Great to be back.
Anything happen over the weekend?
I mean, my gosh, anything happened over the past 2 weeks? Yeah, quite a lot. I've got to say, though, the lead in the Washington Post about the Chris Wallace interview yesterday really laid it out. And the description by Philip Rucker and Felicia Sonmez, Trump was visibly rattled and at times hostile as he struggled to answer for his administration's failure to contain the coronavirus, which has claimed more than 137,000 lives in the United States. And really, if you wanted to know what was going on, Mika, in the Chris Wallace interview and the impact that it was having on Donald Trump and the impact it's had on Donald Trump's presidency since March, all you had to do was read on and see Joe Biden's quote, "The past 6 months have proven again and again that it's Donald Trump who doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to COVID-19. When it comes to the coronavirus, you can't believe a word he said." Now, that would be very easy to say, well, OK, of course, that's what he's going to say because he's running against Donald Trump for the presidency. But fortunately for Republicans in the Senate and Donald Trump, the overwhelming number of Americans believe what Joe Biden's saying and don't believe what Donald Trump's saying. In the same newspaper, a growing number of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the pandemic. That new Washington Post ABC News poll that we're going to be talking about found that only 38% approve of Donald Trump's handling of the worst health care crisis in over a century. 60% disapprove. That is up 7 points. And all you had to do was look at the president, confused, rattled, angry,
very rattled,
ignorant of a pandemic that has been with us since March. But Republicans are now saying, Republican governors are now saying, Republican senators are now saying he's lost interest in it. He's ignorant when it comes to the basic facts of it. And they've given up talking to the president of the United States. And many of them now just call Mike Pence, hoping that maybe he can do something for them because Donald Trump is checked out when it comes to a pandemic that's killed almost 140,000 Americans. And Mika, I know we're going to talk about this too.
Yeah.
But what is really angering Republican senators right now who are in trouble is the fact that Trump is trying to continue to cut funding for testing and contact tracing at a time when our economy needs that the most, at a time when our small business owners need that the most, at a time when our airlines need that the most, at a time when restaurants need that the most, at a time when school teachers need that the most. He insists, as he has since March, that this country continues to fly blind, and the American people have overwhelmingly turned against him in Fox News polls, in Washington Post polls, in NBC News, Wall Street Journal polls, in every poll that's out there.
Well, and because the American people are paying the price. And it's also just wading into politics for 3 seconds why Joe Biden keeps saying it didn't have to be this way. Because it didn't. It was the worst weekend yet for new cases of the coronavirus in the United States.